enough that we can get it because my God, Starfield. Because my God, Starfield. Because my God, Fable. What else? I don't really play the Elder Scrolls Online, and I don't really enjoy any of the MMOs. So Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls don't really interest me. There was a couple over I want to go and watch again, but Starfield. Starfield, my goodness. That that is going to be an amazing game. That is going to be a fucking amazing game. So I want everybody to just kind of join in and take their time and think about what they are. Who's it? Are you an Xbox player? Or are you a PlayStation person? I feel like regardless, here's the thing about being like, oh, I play PC or I play Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. I think regardless of all of those, I will always be a Nintendo kid. I always have been. When I was old enough to start playing video games, which at that time wasn't even a concept. I was born 1983. When I was born, like video game kids was a concept, but not in the sense that it is today. And holy shit, let me tell you something. My parents got thrown for a fucking loop because my grandparents bought us the Nintendo when it first came out. The original Nintendo system, when that first came out, my grandfather took one look at it and he was like, this is going to be huge. And so he bought one for us. And my parents were fucking pissed. They were like, "What is this fucking thing?" And he looked at us, and he's like, "Well, you're gonna have to figure out how to play it because I got you it was so funny. He was like, "I got you the console. I didn't get you a TV." Hello, Blood Orange. And my mom was like, "And you can't play it in the living room where the TV is." So I'm the youngest. I'm just there for the ride. My other siblings figured it out. My other grandfather, my dad's dad. We were talking to him because he had one of those garages. Both my grandfathers had that garage. The one that you go to and it's like it's filled with shit. Blood Orange, how you been? And it's like we go in there and he's got one of those really old he had an old whatever it was TV in his garage and he let us have that. Captain Kaser, good fucking morning to you. We're just drinking coffee. My parents got me a Game Boy Color. That was your first console? That's a good first console, actually. The handhelds? Yeah, I remember when those came out, too. My parents, I remember my brother got one, and they looked at me, and they're like, "You're not getting one." And I was like, okay. I was like, you got him a handheld Nintendo. You know what that means? He's not going to be playing this Nintendo nearly as much. I wasn't a stupid kid. I might be a stupid adult, but I'm not a stupid kid. All right? I wasn't. First console was the N64. Nice. Yeah. I think. Yeah, because I got the Sega after that. That was your first one? That one came out when I was in middle school. I remember that. Me and my buddies, holy shit. Guys. Holy shit. Ozzy, I'm sorry to hear that. How are you, Ozzy? Ozzy, don't talk about yourself that way, okay? It's sad and attention seeking. I don't want it. I'm kidding. So when I found it in the oh no, Kaser, did you really? Did you really go snooping? You see, here's the problem with that, Kaser, because like you went snooping, but then you were like, oh my God, now I have to sit with the knowledge that in that closet is an N64 that I cannot touch, talk about, or even remotely give hints that I have any idea that it's in there. You did not, dude! Kaser, real. Oh my. No, you did not, dude! Kaser, you did not! Oh my God! Oh my God! Your mom! She was like, ah, Merry Christmas. You fuck. But you were probably just like, yeah! I would too. I would too, Kaser. Oh my God, are you kidding me? If you were my kid and you pulled that shit, I'd be like, you think my son is just a beautiful individual, huh? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about my son. Let me tell you something about my son. And then she tells that story. I had this beautiful surprise. I was so excited. I was so excited to see his face on Christmas. You know? And this little bastard. Wait, how early did you find it? Was it like a couple days? Was it like a week? Did she buy it like in November and came back and that's when you had it? Oh my God. That's funny. That's funny. All right. We're doing a what's in the fridge. Okay, we're doing a what's in the fridge. I mean, what's in the fridge also includes the pantry. Let's face it, okay? And I was like, we need to do something with sweet potatoes because we got them. And Jess was like, yes, please. She's like, make baked sweet potatoes. But the issue is this. Look at these sweet potatoes. Look how small they are. They're awful. These are not good for like baked or like twice baked or something. You know what I mean? These are good for like they're tiny. I know. They're really small. You know? This playlist is weird. It's called Monday Vibes, and I'm kind of like they're all over the place. Sweet potato hash, that was a thought, but we're out of eggs. Chris Mack. When I think Bubs, I think Mr. Big Potato. You think Mr. Big Potato? Sunny day. Very easy listening pop that feels sunny wherever you are. Oh, it's Macy Gray.
Son of a bitch must pay.
What's up, Bob? Mr. Potato Head, you might. Here's what I think. I was thinking about it this morning. I was, wandering around, picking up dog poop, getting the mail, taking out some trash, dealing with the compost, all this kind of stuff, right? And then it hit me. We're going to bake off all these fucking little bastards, and we're going to turn it into sweet potato gnocchi. So I was like, oh, gnocchi's great because you can make a sauce. You can put vegetables in that. You can grate cheese over the top of it. And you don't necessarily need egg with sweet potato. I mean, you can do something. But here's something else I thought about. We got some milk we should probably use up. So you can make it sweet or savory. You could if you wanted to, yeah. You certainly could make it sweet or savory. There's no like problem with that, right? That would be kind of cool. But we're gonna go savory. Infused creme brulee? No. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I don't want creme brulee right now. We could do that, but we don't have any eggs. Yeah, creme brulee, egg and creme brulee. Yeah, you gotta make like a thing, right? Yeah, we don't have any eggs. I'm not gonna go get it. So we're gonna do ricotta. Real simple. Here is my confession. Macy Gray. Macy Gray. This was like one of her this was like the big hit, right? Those are totally chef coats we use. A lot of people use them. That's like the chef coat brand. Hello. Hello. Mercy me, how are you? This morning, like infused cheese. Cool. Like just infused cheese? That's it? See, I don't like this shade though. I was fucking with it this morning and I'm like, this shade looks better. Otherwise I look fucking like a vampire. I don't want to look like a vampire, guys. Okay? I don't want to look like a fucking vampire. God, this is why we need the key lights. The key lights would be sick. Finally watching the Chucky series? What do you mean the Chucky series? What do you mean the Chucky series? You like the TV show? Man, I stopped caring about that stuff after Child's Play 3. When I saw Child's Play 3, when that ended, I was like, okay. But I did not realize the cult following it was so strong. It took me a second, Wicked. I was like, huh? I was like, what? Yeah, all I needed was sparkles. I just need sparkles, and we would look like we were out of Murr's favorite novel. Guys, if you didn't know this, Mur Doggin's favorite book series is Twilight. So I figured I'd check out the show. Okay, that's fair. Like the original Child's Play, Mercy? Like the original, the old school one? Silpats, we gotta love a Silpat. What's up, Thorns? How you doing? How you been? You love horror movies? Bride of Chucky was cute. I don't know. After the third one, I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. What the hell are we listening to? Who is this? This is like sunny day, sunny disposition. I was just trying to find like summer kind of thing. I can't remember the first one. My mom loved them, so I watched them all growing up. Oh, like you watched the Stephen King ones? That would make sense of growing up. Stephen King had so many when I was growing up too. Horribly exhausted? Well, I hope you get some rest. We're just chilling. We're about to start making some sweet potato gnocchi. Yeah, I did. I heard. That's what I heard too. Hey, what? Yo, Raiders. What's good, Just Spike? Yo, how's it going? Welcome in, Raiders. How y'all been? Hello there. If you know who I am, welcome back. Welcome in. Kick off your shoes. If you don't know who I am BB Bubs, stoner, highest chef on Twitch. We are blazing away, and we're just doing something where we're cooking up what's in the fridge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some sweet potato gnocchi. We're gonna do a couple of things, and then we're gonna go from there. But if you don't know who I am, you wanna know a little bit more, here's a little bit more about me.
Come to Papa, my friend.
Are you ready?
Yogi, thank you for the fucking
I can't hear you.
36 months!
Chef!
Oh, who dresses like Ninas and smokes on the green?
BB Bubs,
His
man!
Christopher Walken impressions are clean.
How can you be upset with that?
If fancy good fooding is something you wish,
BB Bubs, man!
then hype in the chat while he plates the next dish. Ready? BB Bubs Man. BB Bubs Man. BB Bubs Man. BB Bubs Man.
1,000 stoner moments. Cheers. So what's good? Did I just get rated? I did. We just got rated by Just Spike. It was crazy. Yogi, 36 months? Bro. Dude. Big GG's to fucking Yogi for being an OG right there. Holy shit. By the way, Yogi, I saw your post in the Discord about your keef, and it was great. I'm here for this recipe. Sounds delicious. Just Spike, how are you? What were you doing today? What did you do on stream? Look at all this. Look at all that. Fucking keef, guys. That's glorious. We're going to keep adding on to it. Just Spike. So the sweet potato gnocchi. We're gonna use our chef heart today because we're gonna do a couple different things. Okay? Because we're also gonna make ricotta. We're gonna make ricotta cheese. Okay? And that's pretty easy. It's easier than some people think. You might think of it as like, oh my God, how would you do that? You make cheese? How would you do that? Testing out my mobile streaming setup. Oh shit, nice. Doing IRL streams? Let's go. Put that keef on a bowl, chef. We'll see. All right, so we've got our milk, lemons. We've got salt on hand at all times. Let's also get a bowl, plus our other bowls that we already have. Let's get a bowl strainer. We're going to clean that bowl a little bit better because that's what we're going to need. The first cheese I'd recommend making, in the book I have cheese making. Yes. Oh yeah. Little ricotta cheesecake. That sounds great. I grew up with my mom's grandmother's, always similar to ricotta. Yeah, it's super easy to make. You make an offering to the cheese gods of hot milk. Exactly. Oh, hello there, K-Star. How are you? Yes, we are making some ricotta cheese, but we're also making some sweet potato gnocchi. Now, I don't have any eggs or, so we just got flour. But from what I've been seeing with a lot of recipes, a lot of people don't even bother with eggs in sweet potato gnocchi. So it's going to be great. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a little ricotta, and we'll see. We'll see if I want to use that with the gnocchi. But what we can certainly do If anything, we can blanch off our gnocchi in the whey. Because what happens when you make ricotta cheese, guys? You're separating the curds and the whey. The curds are the solids, the whey is the liquid. So the whey we could use as a poaching liquid for our gnocchi at the very least, thus giving it a second life, right? You could also save it and use it to brine. You could brine fucking chicken. You could brine like pork loins and stuff like that. You could braise stuff off on it. You know whey is good for your hair? No whey. This is the whey. Use it like buttermilk? Essentially. But more so in the sense that like it's just a flavorful liquid, right? That's all it is. It's a flavorful liquid. So you could essentially just use it for whatever. Why not? Fuck around. Fuck around. Cook off oats in it or something. It's going to be acidic. That's the thing. But yeah. Use it to make. You've used whey and salad dressings. See? There you go. Fuck around. What's stopping you? What's your hang up? Maybe it'll make it firmer. Maybe. Did you guys like that pour? Did you guys like that milk pour? That was for you.